You live in a city of polished chrome and soft light. It is a beautiful cage. Your world is a valued protectorate of the Vex, alien empire. They are your masters, your keepers. Your life is perfectly safe. You will never know hunger. You will never know fear. But you will also never know freedom. Your days follow a flawless, repeating pattern. You wake in your assigned alcove. You consume your nutrient paste. It provides perfect nutrition. It has all the flavor of wet cardboard. Sometimes it's a beige color. Sometimes it's a slightly different beige color. The illusion of choice is a cornerstone of Vex, alien philosophy. You perform your designated function: data sorting, atmospheric maintenance, hydroponic supervision. Your task is simple. It is meant to be simple. The Vex, aliens believe a busy mind is a compliant mind. A mind with no time for dangerous thoughts, like wondering why you are here, or what lies beyond their starborn patrols. Your world is peaceful. It is the peace of a museum exhibit. Everything is in its place. Everything is sterile. Public screens broadcast as calming tones. They dampen strong emotions. Joy is muted. Anger is smoothed away. You exist in a gentle, perpetual state of quiet contentment. You are a perfectly cared-for pet, and you are beginning to hate the feel of your leash. One cycle, your duty rotation changes. You are assigned to waste reclamation, deep below the gleaming city, down in the old conduits, the forgotten guts of the world. It is a place the Vex, aliens rarely inspect. Their delicate senses dislike the grime. It is a promotion of sorts, a promotion to be left alone. Down in the dark you find something new. It is a data slate, old, human-made. It is covered in the dust of decades. Its casing is cracked. Its power cell should be long dead. But it is not. A single faint light pulses on its surface. A heartbeat in the darkness. You take it. This is a crime. Possessing unauthorized technology is forbidden. Possessing human relics is heresy. The Vex, aliens erased your history. They claimed it was for your own good. They said your ancestors were wild, chaotic, self-destructive. They saved you from yourselves. You have always accepted this. Until now. In your alcove, you power up the slate. It hums to life. Most of its data is corrupted, but one file remains intact. It is locked, encrypted with a code you have never seen. But the file name is in plain text. It is one word: legacy. The slate seems to scan you. It recognizes something in your blood, in your very cells. A keyhole waiting for a key. The encryption dissolves. The file opens. It is not a history. It is a recipe. A set of instructions for rewriting your own genetic code. It promises to unlock the chains in your very blood. The data on the slate is terrifying. It is beautiful. It speaks of a power you cannot comprehend. The ability to change your own biology, to sharpen your senses, to strengthen your muscles, to unlock the full potential of a species called humanity. The code is a ghost, a whisper from a past the Vex aliens tried to bury. You are faced with a choice. Remain in the gilded cage, safe, empty, or take a chance on a forgotten promise. A promise of becoming something more. You look at your reflection in the dark screen of your wall. You see a placid face, a docile creature. You decide that person is no longer you. You begin your work in secret. The slate provides the formulas. You gather the materials, trace chemicals from the recycling filters, catalysts from medical dispensers. You build a crude synthesizer in a hidden maintenance crawlspace. Each step is a risk. Each acquisition could lead to your discovery. The fear is a cold fire in your gut. It feels more real than the placid contentment of your normal life. Finally, You create a small vial of iridescent liquid. It swirls with a light of its own. This is the key. The forbidden code, made real. You calibrate a medical auto-injector. Your hands are shaking. This could be poison. It could kill you in agony. Or it could be the start of everything. You press the injector to your arm. You activate it. The pain is immediate. It is immense. Fire races through your veins. Every nerve ending screams in protest. Your vision whites out. The last thing you feel is your body convulsing on the cold floor. Then, only darkness. You wake up slowly. The pain is gone. It is replaced by a strange clarity. The air in your alcove tastes different. You can detect the faint ozone from the purifier, the distant hum of the city's power core, the texture of your simple tunic against your skin. Everything is more. The light from your ceiling panel seems richer. It is not just white light. It is a symphony of subtle hues. You stand up. Your body feels lighter, stronger. You look at your hands. They seem unchanged. But when you clench your fist, you feel a new density in your muscles, a coiled power that was not there before. The change is not just physical. Your mind feels sharper, faster. The fog of induced tranquility is gone. You can think clearly for the first time in your life. The results are undeniable, but they are also terrifying. You are now an anomaly, a deviation from the Vex alien standard, a flaw in their perfect system. You can never go back. You have tainted your own blood with freedom. You have committed the ultimate crime. You have begun to become human. You are a secret, a ghost in the machine. You move through your daily duties with a new awareness. You see the subtle control mechanisms everywhere. The subliminal messages on public screens, the calming pheromones in the air, the way the Vex aliens watch over you. Their gaze is like that of a farmer watching his livestock. You are property. You are food for their ego. You cannot be the only one. The thought is a desperate hope. The slate you found could not be unique. There must be others. Others who found the old paths. Others who took the same terrifying leap you did. You need to find them. You turn your attention to the city's network. The Vex alien system is a closed loop, a fortress of data. But the legacy code gave you more than physical gifts. It rewrote your neural interface. You see the network differently now, not as a flat wall of information, but as a landscape, full of pathways and shadows. You find back doors, old human protocols the Vex aliens never bothered to erase. They considered them primitive. They were wrong. You craft a message, not with words, but with a piece of the legacy code itself, a digital signature that should not exist. You send it out into the digital shadows, a single whisper into the void. For days, there is nothing. You begin to lose hope. Maybe you are alone, a solitary mutation destined to be discovered and cleansed. Then, a reply comes. It is not a message you can read. It is a feeling, a resonance in the network that echoes the code in your own veins. It is a single, elegant symbol, a stylized tree with roots that twist into a double helix. Below it, a set of coordinates, a location deep in the Undercity. It is an invitation. You are not alone. The relief is a wave that almost brings you to your knees. There are others, a resistance, a family of ghosts. But your relief is cut short by a new announcement. It blares from every public screen. It overrides the usual calming tones. The image of the regional Vex alien governor appears. His face is a mask of serene authority. His voice is smooth and cold. He announces the arrival of a special agent, a specialist from the core worlds. He calls it a purifier. Its function is simple: to maintain genetic purity in protectorate species, to detect and eliminate unauthorized biological deviation. It is a hunter, and it is coming here, to your world. The governor's speech is full of reassuring words, a routine inspection, a gesture of the Empire's loving care. But you feel the truth in your bones, in your newly awakened senses. The purifier is not here for a routine check. It is here for you. Someone, somewhere, has sensed your change. The Empire has sent its hound to put you down. A cold dread settles in your heart. The race has begun. The purifier's ship arrives in orbit. It is a needle of black metal, a sliver of death against the sky. The Vex, aliens do not announce its landing. There is no ceremony. There is only a subtle shift in the city's atmosphere. A psychic hum, a low-frequency vibration that scrapes against your new senses. It is scanning, a vast, invisible net sweeping through the metropolis, looking for a single discordant note in a symphony of compliance. You feel its touch, a cold, clinical probe against your mind. It is not violent. It is worse. It is curious. It slides over your thoughts. It tastes your memories. Your instincts, raw and new, scream at you. Run. Hide. You break from your workstation. You shove past your docile colleagues. Their placid faces register mild surprise. It is the most emotion they are allowed to feel. You sprint through the corridors. You are a blur of motion. Your rewritten nerves fire with impossible speed. Your muscles contract with a power that cracks the polished floor tiles. You are moving faster than any of your kind should be able to move. This alone is a death sentence. But stopping means letting the hunter find you. You have to trust your new gifts just to survive. The psychic hum intensifies on your trail. It is locking on. The purifier knows it has found its quarry. Alarms begin to blare, not the soft chimes of a civic alert. These are harsh, piercing shrieks. The sound of the cage door slamming shut. Vex, alien security drones detach from the ceilings. Their single red eyes turn to face you. You are no longer a citizen. You are a contamination. You dive into a service hatch. You slide down a dark tube, away from the light of the upper city. You are running on pure adrenaline and rewritten nerves. The map from the network whispers in your mind. The coordinates to the sanctuary. It is your only hope. The hunt is on, and you are the prey. You navigate the labyrinthine underworld. The network's map guides you. A faint light pulses in your vision, leading you left, then right. Through rusting tunnels and cavernous sewer junctions. The psychic hum of the purifier fades slightly. Down here, the sheer mass of metal and rock offers some protection. It is a place of shadows, a place where a ghost can hide. You arrive at the coordinates. It is a heavy blast door, sealed shut for what looks like centuries. There is no handle, no keypad, but the symbol of the helical tree is faintly etched on its surface. You place your hand on it. The legacy code within you resonates with the door. There is a deep groan of ancient machinery. The door grinds open, just enough for you to slip through. It seals behind you with a deafening clang. You are in a vast, open space, a cavern repurposed into a hidden settlement. The air is warm and smells of soil and ozone. Grow lights illuminate fields of real food, not nutrient paste. People move with purpose. Their faces are not placid. They are sharp, alert, alive. They all have the same look in their eyes. The look you now see in your own reflection. The look of someone who has broken their chains. This is the Undercity Sanctuary. Here, the revolution is more than a dream. It is a growing reality. An older man approaches you. His face is a roadmap of hardships, but his eyes are kind. He introduces himself as Kale. He is one of the elders of this community. He saw your signal on the network. He led you here. He welcomes you. He calls you brother. A word you have only read in old texts. It feels like coming home. Kale takes you on a tour of the sanctuary. It is a marvel of secret ingenuity. They have their own power, their own water supply, their own network, completely firewalled from the Vex alien system. They are a world beneath the world, a pocket of true freedom. Here they do not suppress their gifts. They cultivate them. He leads you to a library, not of books, but of genetic data. He tells you the story, the true story of your people, the one the Vex aliens tried to erase. You were not chaotic savages. You were masters of biology. Your ancestors, the first children, could sculpt life itself. They traveled the stars not in metal ships, but in living ones. Their technology was life, a power so great that it terrified the sterile, mechanical Vex alien empire. The empire did not save you. They conquered you. They feared your potential for infinite change. So they broke you. They devolved your species. They locked your genetic heritage away. They turned you into docile, manageable livestock. The Puri, fears, were created for one purpose: to hunt down any echo of the first children, to extinguish any spark of your former greatness. The Empire destroyed them for their genius. But they couldn't destroy the idea. The legacy survived, in whispers, in hidden code, waiting for someone like you to find it. Kyle leads you to the heart of the sanctuary, a biolab that glows with soft, green light. He gestures to the equipment. It is far more advanced than the crude setup you built. Here, they have the full library, the complete works of the first children. He tells you the Puri, fire, is still hunting. The sanctuary is hidden, but not forever. They cannot hide forever. They must fight back. To fight a monster, you must become one. Kyle offers you the tools to become a weapon. The choice is yours. You can remain as you are, a runner, a hider, or you can embrace your full heritage. You can become a warrior. You can allow them to sculpt your form, to reinforce your bones with organic polymers, to weave your muscles with carbon fibers, to accelerate your mind to predictive speeds. There is no hesitation. You did not come this far to hide in the dark. You came to fight for the light. You agree. The process is intense. But it is not the blind agony of your first transformation. This is a guided evolution. You feel your body changing, hardening, sharpening. Your body is the clay. Your will to be free is the fire. You are being reforged. You emerge from the biolab days later. You are something new. Your skin has a subtle metallic sheen. Your eyes can see in multiple spectra. Your thoughts move with a speed that borders on precognition. You can feel the city above you, the movement of its people, the psychic hum of the hunter. It is closer now. It has pinpointed the general area of the sanctuary. Time is running out. The Resistance Council gathers. They are few, a handful of biohacked rebels against a star-born empire. But they have a weapon the Vex aliens cannot comprehend. They have you. The plan is audacious. They will not wait for the Puri, fear, to find them. They will hunt the hunter. It is the only way to send a message, to show the Empire that their control is cracking. They need to prove they can fight back, and you will lead the first attack. The first shot of the revolution will be fired by a hand remade by forbidden science. You feel no fear, only a cold, clear purpose. The time for running is over. The time for war has begun. Your team moves through the undercity conduits. 5 of you in total, each with unique biomodifications. One can phase through solid matter for brief moments. Another can emit a powerful sonic burst. But you are the spearhead. Your combat adaptations are generations beyond theirs. The legacy code found a perfect home in your willing biology. You track the Puri, fear by its own psychic emissions. It is a predator, and it is arrogant. It does not expect the sheep to have teeth, let alone teeth like yours. You find it in a massive geothermal exchange chamber, a cathedral of pipes and steam. It stands in the center, a tall, slender figure in gleaming silver armor. It has no face, only a smooth, reflective helm. It is waiting for you to break cover. The ambush is silent and swift. Your team creates a diversion, a cascade of exploding steam pipes. The chamber fills with scalding mist. The Puri, fear, turns toward the sound. Its focus shifts for a single second. That is all you need. You burst from the shadows. Your movements are too fast for its sensors to track. You are a whisper, a blade in the dark. It reacts with inhuman speed. A plasma blade ignites from its arm. But your new mind predicts the attack. You are already moving. You flow around its strike. Your hand, now hardened into an organic steel, slams into its chest plate. The armor groans. It cracks. The creature stumbles back. Surprise flickers across its psychic signature. It has never met this level of resistance before. The fight is a blur of motion and energy. Plasma fire against biological fury. For every move it makes, you have a counter-move. The legacy of the first. Children flows through you. It is more than instinct. It is the accumulated combat knowledge of a species that mastered life itself. You are not just one warrior. You are a legion. You break its plasma blade. You shatter its helmet. For a moment, you see the Vex, alien within, pale, shocked, before you strike the final blow. The hunter is dead. The news of your victory spreads through the hidden network like a shockwave. The death of a Puri, fear, at the hands of its prey, is unprecedented. It is a symbol, a crack in the Empire's flawless facade. Across the planet, others who carry the legacy code feel the news. For the first time in centuries, they feel a surge of something other than fear. They feel hope. Uprisings begin, small acts of defiance, workers walking away from their stations, crowds refusing to disperse. They do not have your gifts. They do not have weapons. But they have the knowledge that the Empire is not invincible. The Vex, alien control system, relies on the belief in its own perfection. You have shattered that belief. From the sanctuary, you watch the data streams. You see a cascade of broken chains. Small fires of rebellion lighting up the globe. Your small victory has started a firestorm. The oppressed are looking up from their gilded cages. They are beginning to see the sky. And for the first time, they are wondering if they might be able to reach it. The Empire's response is not long in coming. Hope is a disease they cannot tolerate. A Vex, alien battle fleet arrives in orbit. Dozens of warships. Their angular, sterile forms eclipse the sun. They do not bother with warnings or negotiations through the governor. The fleet commander broadcasts on all channels. His voice is cold, unfeeling, like a surgeon announcing a necessary amputation. He declares your world under quarantine, a hotbed of genetic infection. He delivers the ultimatum. Surrender the biohackers. Surrender the source of the corruption, or the planet will be cleansed. To prove his point, a single beam of pure energy lances down from orbit. It strikes a city on the far side of the planet, a city with no resistance, no biohackers, just millions of your docile, unsuspecting people. The city vanishes. In its place, there is only a crater of shimmering, molten glass. The message is clear. The Empire will burn your entire world to stop you. They will sacrifice the flock to kill the wolves. The wave of hope you unleashed is met with a tidal wave of fire. The new dawn you offered is threatened by an endless night. The sanctuary is shaken. The cost of your victory is a planetary death sentence. Some argue for surrender, to sacrifice themselves to save the billions outside. But Kale argues back. Surrender only proves the Empire's point. That change is death. That freedom is a flaw to be corrected by fire. The only way forward is to fight, to win. But how? You cannot fight a fleet with 5 rebels in a cave. The old limits will not win this war. Kyle shows you the final chapter of the Legacy Code. It is a path of total transformation, one that the first children only used in their most desperate hours. It offers a power beyond comprehension. But the cost is your form, your identity, your humanity as you understand it. You would become something else, a being of pure adaptation, a biological force of nature. To save humanity, you must leave it behind. You look at the faces of the rebels around you. You see the terror in their eyes, the hope they have placed in you. You think of the city of glass. The choice is not a choice at all. You agree to become something more than human. The final transformation is not like the others. You are not just upgrading your body. You are dissolving it. You are becoming a living nexus of the Legacy Code itself. You are immersed in a nutrient gel. Nanites swarm over you. They deconstruct you, atom by atom. They rebuild you according to the final, terrifying blueprint. Your consciousness expands. You are no longer a single person in a single body. You become a network, a distributed consciousness woven into the very biology of the sanctuary. Your mind touches the fungal networks deep underground, the microbes in the air. You are everywhere at once. You are the sanctuary, and you are ready for war. The Empire thinks it is fighting a handful of rebels. They have no idea they are about to fight the planet itself. The Vex, aliens begin their ground invasion. They send legions of robotic infantry. They send their elite warriors. They expect to march through the Undercity and sterilize the sanctuary. They are prepared for a battle of tactics and firepower. They are not prepared for a war of form and function. This will be the ultimate test. Their cold, sterile purity against your infinite, terrifying change. You meet their first wave not with soldiers, but with the environment. The tunnels reshape themselves. They seal shut, trapping entire platoons. The air becomes toxic to Vex, alien physiology. You cultivate microbes that consume their armor, their machines. Their sterile vision of the universe is being devoured by a world that is truly, deeply alive. The Vex, alien commander in orbit, cannot understand the reports. His soldiers are not being killed by weapons. They are being absorbed. Overcome by biology run rampant. He orders orbital bombardment of the Undercity. But you are ready. You have grown massive, crystalline structures. They burst from the ground. They focus the planet's own geothermal energy. You fire it back at the fleet. It is a battle of two philosophies. Their belief in rigid, unchanging perfection, and your belief in fluid, endless adaptation. They are a wall. You are the sea, and the sea always wins. Their ships, designed for starborne combat, are not prepared for an attack from the planet itself. Their shields buckle. Their hulls crack. You are a planetary immune system, and you are purging the infection. You focus your consciousness. You reach out with a tendril of your new being. You touch the Vex, alien flagship, not with energy, but with information, with the legacy code. You offer them the same choice you once had: stagnation or change. The Vex, alien commander, feels the code touch his mind. He feels the horror of it, the chaos, the freedom. He orders his fleet to fire on his own ship, to destroy the contamination. The Vex, alien fleet, shatters itself in a desperate attempt to remain pure. The war is over. The last of the Vex, alien ships flee your system. The sky is clear. The planet is quiet. The people emerge from their homes. They look at the sky not with fear, but with wonder. They are free. Your consciousness settles. It contracts from a planetary network back into a single point of view. A new body forms for you from the living matter of the sanctuary. You stand before Kale and the other survivors. You look at your hands. They are not the hands of the person you were. They are not even the hands of the warrior you became. They are something new, beautiful and alien. You have won their freedom, but you have lost your old self in the process. You are no longer just human. You are the living embodiment of humanity's future. You feel a sense of peace. The gilded cage is broken forever. Before your people lies a new dawn, an endless horizon. You are not their ruler. You are their guardian, their reminder of the power they hold within their own blood. You are the architect of a new human era, an era of infinite possibility, an era of change, and it is just beginning.